Okay, so we're about to crack open a secret playbook, one that's used on you every single day to mess with what you think, what you feel, and yeah, even what you buy. And its secret weapon? Music.
You know how it is, right? You hear some little jingle in an ad, and then bam, it's just stuck in your head all day long. You're humming it during class, on the bus. It's everywhere. So annoying.
Well, guess what? That is not an accident. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Seriously, advertisers are doing that on purpose. It's the first move in their playbook, and it's all about using sound to, well, to literally hack your brain. Let's dive in.
So play number 1. This is all about psychology. It's about using sound to sneak a message past your brand security guards before you even realize what's happening. Seriously, think of it like a cheat code in a video game. Music is this crazy power-up that talks directly to your emotions. It doesn't bother with logic or reasoning. It just bypasses all that and hits you right in the feels, instantly.
And one of the biggest tricks they use is tempo, right? If they want you to get all hyped up and excited for a product, they'll blast some fast-paced music. I mean, think about the soundtrack during a boss battle. But if they want you to trust a brand, to feel calm and safe, they'll switch to something slow and peaceful, kind of like the music you hear when you wander into a safe village in a game.
And all this creates what we call a psychological connection. See, when they use a song you already know and love, all those good feelings, all that nostalgia you have for that track, it just kind of gets transferred over to their product. It's a total shortcut to making their brand feel like an old friend you can trust.
Okay, so that's how they get you with full songs. But what about those really short little sounds you hear all the time? Well, that brings us to play number 2, a brand signature sound.
I mean, just think about it for a second. The sound your phone makes when it turns on, or your gaming console, or your laptop, each one has a specific sound, right? Well, those little jingles and tones, they are not random. They totally mean something.
Yeah, this is called an audio logo, and it's exactly what it sounds like, a short, distinct little tune that represents a whole brand. Think of it like a notification alert, but for a company. The second you hear that sound, your brain just instantly knows what brand it is, even if you can't see the logo or anything. And an audio logo has a very specific mission, right? It's got to be super short, like 2 to 4 seconds. It needs to be simple, but also unique enough that you don't mix it up with something else. The whole point is for it to be instantly recognizable. It's basically a sonic shorthand that reinforces who the brand is every single time you hear it.
All right, moving on to play number 3. This one is interesting. What happens when brands don't create a new sound, but instead they just use one you're already obsessed with? The strategy here is pretty simple, honestly. They are literally borrowing the coolness and all the good vibes from your favorite songs and artists. By dropping that track into their ad, they're banking on the fact that your love for the song will just rub off on their product. And just like that, a kind of boring product suddenly feels way cooler. And get this, there's an actual job for this. It's called a music supervisor. Their whole world is finding the perfect song for an ad. So first they get the creative brief, to understand the ad's whole vibe and who it's for. Then they go on a hunt through these gigantic music libraries. Once they find the one, they have to negotiate a deal with the record labels and the artist to get permission, and finally they sync it up perfectly with the visuals. It's this wild mix of being a detective, a lawyer, and an artist all at once. And yeah, you can probably guess this costs a ton of money. Like, we're talking huge amounts of cash just for the rights to use one popular song. But that just shows you how incredibly valuable that instant emotional connection is to these companies. Okay, so far we've been talking about ads on your phone or on TV. But this final play, this one is different. It happens all around you in the real world, and I bet you barely even notice it. Think about when you walk into a store, that music playing in the background. It's not just random background noise. Oh no, it is a carefully designed soundtrack meant to control the game speed of your shopping trip.
And the research on this is super clear. When stores play fast, upbeat music, people actually move through the store faster, which is perfect for, say, a busy fast food place. But when they play slow-paced music, you chill out, you walk slower, you browse longer, and yeah, you probably end up spending more money, which is exactly what a department store or a clothing store wants you to do.
So yeah, every single store playlist has a goal. For a fast food joint, it's about getting people in and out quickly. For a clothing store, it's about encouraging you to take your time and browse. And for any store, it's about reflecting the brand's personality and just creating a pleasant atmosphere so you actually want to be there.
Okay,
So after breaking down all of these plays, from hacking your brain with a jingle to designing the perfect shopping soundtrack, what's the one crucial point you need to remember?
It's this. The sounds you hear in ads aren't just there for fun. They are carefully chosen tools specifically designed to make you feel a certain way and to make you remember a brand. Every single note, every beat, it all has a job to do.
So there you have it. You now know the playbook. You've officially leveled up as a consumer. Seriously, you're now a smarter, more aware person who can see the game being played.
So here's my challenge to you. The next time you hear an ad or you're walking through a store, really listen. What play are they using on you? Are you hearing an audio logo, a popular song? Are they messing with the tempo? Because now that you know the playbook, you're going to start hearing the game everywhere.